The soccer team trapped in a cave in Thailand are being trained to use diving gear ahead of a possible attempt to get them out. Authorities are also racing to pump water from the cave system before more heavy rain arrives. Here's reporter Anne Barker, who's outside the cave entrance in Chiang Rai. Hi there, Anne. What are these boys then being taught to do?
Well, they are being taught to put on scuba diving gear in the hope that maybe in the next day or two, one or some of them will be able to be led through the very intricate tunnel system in this cave. We woke up this morning to rumours that there was an effort last night or overnight even to save one of them. But the governor of Chiang Rai province here went on television and squashed that rumour. It hasn't happened. But certainly if there was a window to try this attempt to get these boys out right now, now is the time to do it, because we've had a good weather in the last 24 hours. There's no rain right now and likely to be only lighter rain perhaps late in the day. But of course there is quite a big hurdle to get those boys trained. And the talk is that maybe one of them, the oldest or the most confident, could don some of that scuba gear and be led through the tunnels holding the ropes that have been laid below the water. One of the biggest risks, and this is one of the reasons why it hasn't happened yet, is that there is a section of tunnel where I'm told the water goes up to the ceiling, and it's so narrow at that point that even the all divers would have to remove their oxygen tanks, hold their breath while they go down 5 metres and then up another 5 metres and pass through a good 15 metres of tunnel before they put the tanks back on again. So that's one of the reasons that I think it hasn't been started yet. There's a possibility when you look at the graphic of these tunnels that maybe they could drill to remove some of that ceiling. It's coming down in a point, but whether that happens and how soon, of course, is the big question.
Yeah, and how great is the worry about these forecast rains?
Well, that's right. As I say, it's not exactly monsoonal rain right now or yesterday, but certainly this is the start of the monsoonal season. There's so much water in those tunnels that you would expect, you only need another downpour or two and that water level will rise again. I'm told they're pumping out 120 million litres of water a day. That sounds like an enormous amount, obviously, but a heavy rain could, could increase that again. And one of the biggest fears, I'm told, is that as the water rises inside the tunnels, that even the little chamber where the boys are rested on a ledge there, it seems to be the end of that particular bit of tunnel. And if they were in an area where the water was rising, they wouldn't have anywhere to go. So that's one of the fears that is driving this.
Yeah. And what's the latest on the boys' condition, Anne?
Well, we've seen another video emerge overnight where they look very upbeat. They're smiling. They have 7 Thai Navy SEALs that are with them around the clock. One of them is a doctor, one of them is a nurse that have been tending to some of their injuries, which are actually very light. So they seem to be very upbeat and certainly sounding like they're optimistic of getting out in the next couple of days. And let's hope that that is the case.
Sure. Anne, thank you.
Thanks, Rose.